Again from Chengalpet, India. We have been talking about the links between India and the forest in a foregone ages. So most people often ask, how is it on earth it's possible that India is so far away from Japan and Korea, and especially in those days where we didn't have this technology of navigation. People might have traveled all the way from India to Korea and Japan. In fact, history is much more surprising than one could think of. The recent excavations at Adichanallur, a place in southern India, reveals that it dates back something around 600 BCE. Okay, so 600 years before the dawn of Common Era. And in those excavation sites, they found skeletons of Africans, skeletons of Mongolians, and skeletons of the white Europeans. So that was not surprising, isn't it? How these people from Africa and from Europe and from all the way from Mongolia landed up in southern India. So they had some kind of a navigation system by which they could travel around the world. And so if people could travel in 600 BCE to such long distances, you should not be surprised that the Indians have traveled all the way to Korea and Japan. So they have their own, probably even if they go by small boats, it should be possible. Only thing is you need to have the guts to sail on the sea. There are lots of other evidences that how people could have migrated. For example, the dolmens. The dolmens are extremely similar, whether you see it in England, okay, or somewhere in the Middle East, in Palestine, and then you see in southern India, the exactly similar dolmens are there in Korea and in Japan. So that's again that was much more earlier period, and so it is highly possible that people have actually traveled around the world in those times. So one should not be surprised. So we have been talking about the Kaya Kingdom. The Kaya Kingdom or the Kaya Federation was established with the help of a queen from southern India who went all the way to Japan and married Kim Suro. And these people have actually migrated later. I mean, this federation existed for nearly 400 to 500 years. And then later part, the pressure from Shilla and Bekje has pushed these people to further south, which is actually the Japan and Okinawa Islands. There's a recent finding in Okinawa Island, a genetic, especially mitochondrial DNA analysis showed that the people in a particular temple or a tomb were from southern India. Is it not surprising? So there is genetic evidences to show that the people have migrated all the way to Okinawa, and these genomic studies also showed that this is also very similar to the people of Kaya. Okay, so naturally, as Professor Kambe from the Tokyo University told me once, the ancient Yayoi people of Japan might have been the people of Kaya Federation, who actually went all the way from southern India to Korea and then later to Japan. Thank you.